Hello again. I've just logged into my live account and I've got the GBP, the British pound, and the US dollar on my chart, and as you can see, let me just zoom in. As you can see, the GBP and the US dollar is like neck to neck, and in this circumstances I call it neutral, so I would not be executing any trades. This is a system that I called BSN, my BSN system, buy, sell, neutral, and I've only got $74.31 in the account. That's basically because I've been testing it out on automated robots, and my recommendation is not to test it on robots, on automated ones. You need that personal touch. And I started off with $300 and I've been testing it. I know you should test it on demo. Believe me, I've tested it on demo as well, and these automated robots do not work. Maybe because it's free. I like using free stuff. All this setup here on this chart are all free. Let me just zoom out so you can see it. I've got an EA here that is, where's my cursor gone? It's stuck. Hang on. This one here, it's a manual EA which I can buy and sell manually. And there's this chart, this trend chart, this strength chart, and all the others that are. You can get all this for free, and I will let you know where to get them from. But for the time being, like I said, I'm just introducing you to the chart and what I'm actually going to trade, which is the British pound and the US dollar, and on the M15 time frame. So let me just pause it here. If I can find the pause button. It seems to have vanished. That's funny. It's vanished. Here it is. The situation hasn't changed, but let me just go over the chart again with you. This is the projected or predicted trend, and it's going to go down and then slightly up. As you can see, the currency hasn't changed much, and USD is 5.4, and then the GBP is 5.4. It's like even Stevens. But here, this little green colour here that's popping up, which indicates that the currency is going to go up. The US dollar is going to gain in strength, and when you see this here like a claw, that means it's not good news yet until the green pops upwards and the blue goes downwards. Then we can do a buy sell. I think that's basically it I want to cover in this very short little bit of addition. The spread is 0.9, which is very good, but make a note of the current price on your notepad, and also the currency, so that you have an idea how many points is drifted. This is just a scale of the currency, not actually its value. It's its scale based on 0 to 10. So it's now USD now is 5.4 and the GBP is 5.6. So the British pound has gained in terms of value, and the US dollar has decreased. And very shortly you'll see this green line going upwards and the blue going down, and it's also reflected in here, where the green line now is a bit more prominent than before, which means it's going up. But because there's not a lot of distance between the two, I'm not going to take my chance on it, especially it's my own money. I mean, I could do with this demo and I'm certain that it will win, but currency fluctuates so rapidly, and you don't want to take chances with your own money. On this chart here, let me just come down a bit. I'm on magnification, so it keeps jumping. As you can see, there's a green here and two blacks and green, which means that the green actually represents the bull, and the black represents the bear. So it's a bearish market in the M5 and the M15 department, but on the M1 it's the bullish has taken over. But the tendency or the trend is actually a bullish market, and like I said, it's important that you make notes actually of these figures here. That's the current price, and also the details here in comparison. Let me just reduce it in size, so you can get a bigger picture. And as you can see over here, the currency is going up, the trend is going up, but I'm waiting for that distance to it's either the US dollar is either going to decline, which is going up this way. This is what I hate about this. Sometimes if I'm describing it, I might describe it the wrong direction, because I'd rather have the lowest at the bottom and the highest at the top, so I know it's descending if it's going down. But in this case, it's the reverse. When USD goes up, it's descending because the lowest point is here, and when the British pound is ascending, it means that it's going up, and it's down here. So it is a bit confusing even when I'm describing this system of BSN, buy, sell, neutral. And of course this is still, I would still consider as neutral. The USD is 5.4, and the GBP has jumped up a little bit now, so that's a good sign, and it's going to cross over shortly. So I'll come back to that in a mo, and I have to close this down actually, or minimize it to pause it. I've just placed an order because here, as you can see, it was actually, it crossed over, but now it's touching it. But I just had a pop-up suggesting that I should do a buy order. Let me just zoom in, and it's suggesting me that I should do a buy order, and I'm going to I've taken notice of it and I've acted on it. Sometimes you must think, actually, just because it's alerted you to buy, you must not buy until you checked out the position actually on your chart. As you can see, that is now green, which is bullish, and there's only one bear in the market. You might experience some background noises, which I do apologise. I'm recording this actually in my living room, and the neighbour can be quite vocal. So anyway, let me just go down here. As you can see, there's a little bit of green crossing over the blue, or if you like, the blue is crossing over the green, and the currency now has the US dollar currency has gone down, and the British pound has gone up. So that's a good sign. So I placed a buy order, which is here, There we go. Oh, I've already taken profit. What do you know? Sorry about that. I was going to describe it. Oh, sorry about all the pop-up. It was the note that I had was $74.31. Now it's actually $74.59. So if you go back to the video at the beginning, you'll be able to find the original price or the original balance. So let me just have a quick look. Yes, there's still a chance of doing another buy order. Let's have a look at this. Oh, I wish I could control it a bit better jumping. The GBP 6.4 and the US dollar is 5, and it's indicating that it's going up. So I'll do a buy order. That's the buy order placed. When you do any order, you find you're always in a negative, like here, a minus 21 cents. You're always a minus. Obviously, the higher the lot that you set, the higher the minus. That is set by the broker, dependent on your on the spread. And as you can see, the green is just showing itself. You like to see a situation where this sort of pans out in a scissors form, you know, like a pair of scissors opening. And you don't want to see it like a pair of grips, you know, with claws, like here, like a pair of claws here. That is not too good. So you look for that, and obviously you look for the currency signs to make sure that it's not in a neutral situation, like I pointed out a moment ago. And for us here, it's quite good. US dollar is 5.1, and the base currency is 6.1. So the base currency is taken over the strength of the currency, and the US dollar is declining, which is going up. Like I said, I wish this was the other way around, so that when it declines, it goes down towards my screen. So we'll leave that to run and come back to it. Okay, and if you take note of my current balance, you must also make a note, but certainly memorize what the equity is, because the equity is more important when you're trading, because that sort of reflects truly what money you have actually in the bank. Because if it's a minus on your trading, this will be taken off your balance. So anyway, you just look at the balance now. It's 74.59, and I'll close it at that until the trade finishes. And it's looking good. Right, let me just zoom out so I can shut down. Sort of pause. There we go. Right, I'm going to pause it now and come back to it. Just to give you this important little comment, as you can see, the US dollar and the British pound is now sort of even Stevens, which I call neutral, which I don't particularly like. So it's changed its position since I placed the order. As you can see, the green is still going up. The projected trend is not brilliant, but there is a sign that it's going up. That's the projected trend. And as you can see down here, the green has just crossed over the blue, but is not fanning out like a pair of scissors. I hope that it will change. The market is still a bullish market, and I still got two greens at the beginning of the time frame, the M1 and the M15. Obviously I would have liked to have seen the M15 as well, but that is not too bad, right? I got green right up to the H4 except this one, and as you can see the trend has gone up to 90%, so the sign is good. And how are we doing? My price, my bought price is still lit up, which means that it's still within the range of capturing the order, but it's presently now not minus 33. It just jumped from 40 cents to 30, 31, so it's minus 30, about 30 cents. And like I said, the signs are that it's still good, even though I regard this as a neutral position. But we placed the order, you know, you can't do anything about it. It's that old saying, isn't it? You laid your bed, so you made your bed and you got to lay in it. So obviously that maybe that comment is not totally correct, because you have an alternative, either to get out of the trade if it's going severely wrong, or just leave it to run, because based on your analysis you know that this trend, this green colour line is going to go up, and the projected trend is that it's not too brilliant, but there is an estimated trend that it's going to go over the purchase price. But as you can see, the market price now is dropping a bit, and the British pound is still in front of the US dollar, so that's good news. Yes, that's all right. We've still got that, and the strength is still 90% there, and here the green is still above the blue. That means that our base currency is still above the US dollar, but it's only just as you can see, it just flickered and opened its mouth a bit more. And here is another indicator suggests that we should do a sell order. Like I said, sometime you've got to make your own decisions based on this on your own analysis, and I'm just showing you how I conduct my analysis, and you know, asking you to follow my video, and hopefully you'll gain some knowledge from it. And when I am able to give you these indicators, where to get them, you will install it and try on a demo. Now don't forget, this is a live account. I know I've not got lots of money in it, but it makes you more eager to win the trade, doesn't it, if it's using your own money rather than Mickey Mouse money. But I will do a demo on a Mickey Mouse set, a fresh trade, a fresh demo, and I'll show you how to install these indicators and the expert advisor. This is a manual one and not an automated one. It's still good. We've still got this highlighted, which means that it's still within our range. Let's have a look. Now it's now 325.40. The last time I made a note of it, it was 325.78. So it has actually gone down. We don't want it to go down. We want it to go up, because this is a buy order, and as you can see, it's actually drifting down. Now these other lines here, highlighted light yellow, it's actually suggested by this indicator to do a sell order. And this is still good. It's indicating it's going up, following the estimated trend. And let's have a look here. Like I said, this has not moved basically because the currency here is still even Stevens. There's not much. They're next to each other, which I don't like. This is what I call the neutral. The pair is in neutrality, if you like. And I'd never place an order when it's like this. But obviously, when I placed it, it was actually quite different. It was quite separate from each other and not close to each other like this. Anyway, I'll come back to it and let you know what's happening with this order. Let me just close it down. I have come to this website and I thought I'll just check the currency trend on here as compared with the broker's signal that's going to my chart. And I already refreshed it anyway, but I'll refresh it again. And the British pound is the levels up to here, and then the US dollar is here, which is coming very close. Which, if you look at it here, it's like this, and it's 5 at 5 level, and then at the British pound is at 5.4. It just changed now, and that's why we're moving upwards now towards our tape level, if you like. So this website can be quite useful. Let me just zoom in so you can see that. And it's called currencystrengthmeter.org, so you might like to use that particular website for your analysis. Let me just zoom back out again and then close that down. Oops, clicked on the wrong one. There we go. As you can see, our buy situation is still improving because we've still got the green here and we've still got the trend. Whereas previously I think it was 90%, wasn't it? And then now it's at 60%. But we've still got the majority of the green, the majority of the bulls in each department. Like I said, I would like to see that that bear out of that room there. So unfortunately sometimes you can't, but it's not unusual to see all the greens here, by the way. So we still got this highlighted, but we're now minus 87 cents, 83 cents. I just had a pop-up now to tell me that I should do a sell order. Okay, like I said, sometimes you need to look at it, whether the advice from your indicator, you should take it up. And look, that's what's happened, is because the black has appeared on here, which means that the bear has taken over that department on the M1 department, and that is why. And the blue is like crossing over. As you can see, it might end up because of that. That's been quite stagnant. Now the reason for this sluggish movement here is most likely is because we're now into the New York session. And let me just see if I can come down here for the time. No, I can't show you the time for some reason. I can close that down and then show you the time. Let me just zoom in. There you go, that's the time, 17:17. Let's get back on my screen there. Zoom back out. As you can see here, the bull strength. So the bull strength here is gone down, and the bears are taken over, which is not good news for my trade. But like I say, things can happen very quickly, adversely, if you like. Let me just try and zoom out, because I can't do it from the server. Let me just zoom out here. That's it, and then get back to here. And now I've got to go and now I've got to go back there to get my pause, because I think I'll just pause it for the time being. So yeah, there's the blue is peeping over, but the trend line, so I can magnify here though. As you can see, the green here is still going up. It's going up to in accordance with this projected trend. These projected candles. And here, let's move out that way. As you can see, the blue is almost going over the green, almost. Now, because we've got a buy trade, I don't want to see that happening. I want that green to show itself and then point towards the up of the screen, and not down. And then obviously the blue, I want that to be pointing down towards the screen. But our take price is still highlighted, so we're still within the range of taking profit. So I'll just pause it here and then come back to it. Okay, let's pause it here. And as you can see, it's we've been doing this now for 27 minutes. Okay, let me just pause it. The British pound now has gained in strength, and the US dollar has dropped a little bit by 1 point in terms of this graph, this chart. And I've just had a pop-up here. I bet it's saying to do a buy order. Let's have a look. Yes, it says to do a buy order. Okay, so there we go. And I've got two greens here, back to actually what it was actually when we first started the trade. It's 50% now on here. And let's have a look at the chart here. Right, as you can see, the blue is just crossing over, and that the green is slightly showing an appearance of an uptrend, and the green up here has remained quite consistent, saying that it's going to go up, and it's following this estimated trend. But it's also predicted now later on it will actually come down, which is not unusual actually for currencies. It has its tendency to go up, and it's got its tendency to go down. But I think it will hit our take profit. It's approaching our order price, and it's let me just go a bit more. Oh, sorry, the magnification makes it a bit jumpy. And I'm trying to show the whole picture for you there, in this corner. This is the present well, it's up the top here actually. That's the present price, and then our order price is a bit up here. You can see it amongst all these lines here. The dotted line is our take price here, 4562. I could go down here and see what it is. It's our take profit is 607. Okay, 607. So it's not too bad. It's getting close to it. 607. So it's 558 now. So it's not far to go. But when you talk about currencies, you know, deviations, you might sort of say, you know, that's about the distance to the moon. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Actually, you just got to be patient over you know, these fluctuations in currency, and stick to your gun basically, and knowing that how to read your chart properly, and stick to it. Like I said at the beginning, it's always been a buy trend. The market is a bullish market, and it has been consistently been a bullish market throughout this trade that we got involved in. And occasionally, obviously, the bears are making its appearance and spoiling the fun for us. But I do believe it's going to get there. That's why I've not actually closed the trade down. So we'll just leave it to run for a bit now. And let me see if we can find. I don't know why the pause button's not actually on the server. It should actually show up there as well, but it's not. Alright, let me just pause it for a bit. Look, it's going up to 5.5 now. We're looking at 607, aren't we, for the take price? $561. Alright, we'll leave it for. I'll come back to it as soon as the. But let me just show you the balance, so that you know that I'm not editing it out and adding bits in. The balance is 74.59, and of course, like I said, the equity is very important when you're trading, because that shows whether you're gaining or you're losing. Okay, right. Let me just close that down and then come back to it. Hello there again. I'm back. I just got back, and I've just noticed that we've successfully pocketed our trade on this last one. That took about 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours, I think, nearly 4 hours. And if you look, let me just zoom in. Zoom in. There we are. As you can see now, the balance is 74. Oh, what's a nice round figure. We started off with, I think, 74.16. Yeah, 74.16 I've got down here, unless I'm mistaken. 74.16, and we've now at 74.74. So I know that. That is not a lot of money, but this is a real account. And let me just have a look. 74.16. Yeah, we made a 58 cents, and you think to yourself, "Ooh, it's only 58 cents." But it's not the 58 cents that we made. It's the principle behind it, and how we've actually analyze the problems that we face during the trading, especially the last one. And like I said earlier, the fact was that it was a let me remember. The fact was that it was I think you can see it here. It was a bullish market, and it was consistently on green. And nothing had changed, and the trend was pretty good. I mean, here this trend was pretty good all the way along, all the way up, and then it turned blue. That means it was going down, and then it went back up, and that's where we took our profit. And down here, this is where this scissors shape that I was talking to you about. We need to see this scissors shape if we have actually if the currency is going up, that is, if the base currency is going up. Okay, we need to see this green. You might have a different color on your setup, but I prefer green and blue, or green and white, or something like that. But I mean, this is ideal to place another buy order, by the way. But I'm going to end this video and then put this up so you can see it. As you can see, the British pound is at 6.6 now, and US dollar is at 4.4. I don't like this situation when the two currencies are, or the pair are so close to each other. I'd rather be like we're dealing with the British pound and the euro, having the British pound as the base currency, and then this would be a buy situation. So anyway, we've successfully completed 3 trades without losing a cent. So I'm going to end this video, and then nothing's going to be edited, by the way. It's going to go up as it is, and you know, everything, you know, if I sneezed, it'll be recorded during my commentary on this. So I hope you've enjoyed my analysis of the process of my thinking, if you like, the analysis of my process of thinking, how to conduct and execute a trade, and when to terminate the trade, or a decision to terminate the trade. But as you can just have a final look, as you can see, it's been rather static. There's no movement at all actually during that time here, and then there's been a little bit of divergence here, and that's where we took the profit. But because it's the currency is so close to each other, you know, I mean there's still a chance of actually another buy trade, but I'm not going to carry on with it because it might take another 2 or 3 hours actually before it finishes. So I'm going to end this video now, and let's have a look, see what is the recorded time on this. Let's close that down, and then the recorded time, it's only 37 minutes. So the recorded time is 37 minutes, but overall I think it took us about 4 hours actually to win 3 trades. So the main thing is that you need to be very patient in dealing with Forex, and look at the charts, you know, in a very critical way, and then evaluate what the position is, and then decide to take the trade. But because the signal was so strong, you know, the trend was actually a bullish trend. There was no reason actually for it to be a bearish trend. As it is now, it's still a bullish trend. 2 greens and 3 greens over here. But like I said, if you're dealing with maybe a large amounts of money, that is, in other words, a higher lot, then you need to see this to be green as well, to make sure that you do not lose the you know, your dealings. So and let's have a look. In this scenario here, it's 90% upward trend. So it's still a good buy position, as you can see here when the screen has finally stopped moving. There you go, see, and the general consensus in the market is still a bullish market. So right, I'll finish it here now, and then I'll see you in the next video. I hope that you will join me in the next video. Okay, thanks, and cheers for watching all the way through.